Hello, and good afternoon. My name is Jacob, and I will be your guide today. Before I begin, I just want to thank you for taking time to incorporate yoga into your life. Personally, yoga has given me a sense of community, a sense of humility, and paradoxically, confidence in who I am. And it's helped me to inhabit my body in a brand new way. So thank you for sharing this time, and may we grow together as a community and empower one another and uplift one another. Beginning in a seated posture, start by drawing the breath, bringing your awareness to it, and bringing it all the way into the diaphragm. And with each exhale, contracting the core to further solidify the spine. Inhale, stomach rises. Exhale, it contracts. You know, newborn babies, when they're born, their stomachs rise and fall with their breaths, reflecting the fact that the diaphragm is in control of the breath. And as we grow older and mature, so often we spend our time in our chests, breathing from here, but naturally the diaphragm expands and contracts, reconnecting with our sense of power. So with one more deep breath, exhale, slowly make your way to tabletop position. In tabletop, you want to make sure that your hips are directly over your knees and that your shoulders are aligned directly over the wrists. Finding here a neutral spine by contracting the belly button towards the spine, and while keeping in mind the breath. Let that be the anchor through the entire practice. With your inhale, push through the spine, pushing the mat away from you through your palms and the knees, arching the back, cat pose. Exhale, slowly completing the maneuver, cow pose, dropping the belly button towards the floor but keeping the core engaged. Inhale, pushing the mat away, cat pose. And exhale, drop, lowering the belly button, hips go high, extending all the way through the neck, finding length through the crown of the head. With the next exhale, roll over the toes, hips go high, pressing into the mat with the palms, downward facing dog. This is the first down dog of the practice, so take time to take any movements that your body requests. Let's be responsive to what the body asks of us, and not tell it, but rather listen to what it wants. Your hands should be pointed forward, index fingers pointing towards the front of the mat, and pushing the chest towards the thighs. A slight bend in the knees can be helpful. But this is the first down dog. Just allow yourself to settle in. Moving through a sun salutation segment. Inhale to look between your palms. And exhale to slowly walk your feet in between your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale to forward fold. With the entirety of your inhale, upward salute, engaging the core, slight bend in the knees, and finding length through every centimeter of your body, expanding the spaces in the body that oftentimes remain contracted throughout daily life, finding length through the fingertips, feet rooted into the earth. Exhale to back bend, lifting through the heart, not depositing any pressure into the lower back, and cactusing the arms. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, hinging from the hips and leading with the heart, forward fold. Again, a slight bend in the knees can be helpful to protect your lower back. And in this first fold of practice, let's just take a moment to hang, allow space between the vertebrae to find itself and establish naturally. Taking some movements in the neck, nodding yes to everything you accept and encourage in your life, and no to everything that holds you back. Yes to more yoga. With your inhale, halfway lift, as if someone was pulling a cord from your vertebrae, keeping the core engaged, length through the crown of the head. And exhale to step back into high plank pose. Here in high plank, once again, shoulders are established directly over the wrists and contracting the belly button towards the spine once again to maintain a neutral spine and pushing the earth away like an act of defiance against gravity. We're now going to move into our chaturanga sequence, our vinyasa. So to do so, inhale to roll up onto the toes, shoulders come past the wrists. With your exhale, you're going to bend the arms while hugging them into the core, trying to maintain a flat spine. With your inhale, roll over the toes, drawing the hip pointers towards your wrists, lifting through the heart, and finding the full expression by hugging your legs off the ground. And exhale to roll over the toes, creating that upside down V, squeezing the core, downward facing dog. Taking a moment to reconnect with your center of breath. Inhale, right leg goes high, creating a diagonal line from the fingertips through the heel, three-legged dog. Exhale to hug the leg into the core and place your foot between your hands. Inhale to high lunge. Exhale, spin the back heel down, creating a perpendicular line between the front heel and the back arch of the back foot, keeping pressure on the outside of the back foot and finding length in either direction, equal force reaching forward as is reaching backward. Virabhadrasana 2. Warrior 2. Inhale to reach for the front of the room, finding length, and exhale, extended side stretch. A great alternative here is to put an arm on the leg, or if you're trying to further open the heart, a half bind can help give leverage as a lever and peel open the heart for even more depth. Keeping the bend in your front leg, inhale, reverse warrior, committing to the lunge, finding length, keeping an engaged core. A half bind is a great option. Finding a gaze point that's fixed to further establish balance. And with the entirety of your exhale, cartwheel the arms to reframe the front foot. And inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left heel goes high, diagonal line from the fingertips through the heel. Exhale to step your foot through the hands. Inhale to scoop the arms up, high lunge. Exhale to spin the back heel down, Virabhadrasana, Warrior 2. The full expression of this pose is to keep a 90-degree angle in the front knee. However, that is the full expression, so keep that in mind, but do not expect that that's where you'll get on every time you attempt this. This is a popular pose and it's done many times through the practice, so again, be responsive to what your body is asking for. Inhale to find length towards the front of the room. Exhale, extended side stretch. Keeping an engaged oblique so you can draw a diagonal line from the fingertips through the back edge of the back foot. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale to cartwheel the arms, frame the front foot. Three-legged dog. And finally reestablish yourself in downward facing dog. With your inhale, come to a seat on your mat. And with your entire exhale, keeping an engaged core, slowly lower yourself all the way down. Inhale to grab the outside of each foot, keeping the tailbone connected to the mat, and kicking into the hands, happy baby pose. Fullest expression of this pose is done by drawing the corners of the lips towards the ears. Inhale, filling your entire lungs. Taking one more sip of air. And as you exhale, squeezing into a ball and forcefully removing all of the air from your lungs. And to inhale, allow your body to go long. Allow your arms to come out on either side, squeezing the glute muscles towards one another and the shoulder blades, and finding surrender in Shavasana. Thank you. I'm happy.